Welcome back to another season of NHL 18 Los Angeles Kings franchise. Last season, we won the Stanley Cup with a relatively old team that I thought would be declining. I even considered rebuilding the team and blowing the team up earlier in the year. But we go all the way, beat some very good teams like Edmonton, Winnipeg, Washington, win the Stanley Cup, and here we are in year number 2 after making some moves in the offseason, trying to get a little bit younger, bring in some more youth while remaining competitive at the same time. And, hopefully this season, the same result happens. Hopefully we win another Stanley Cup. We are right there, right in contention for it, I think, with the talent on this team, although we did have to trade away Jake Muzzin, a very key piece. But let's get the regular season underway here as we take back-to-back losses, one to Minnesota and one to Calgary. Again, against Calgary, that is yet another loss. Look at this. We start off 0-3-1. This is not good at all. 0-3-2. 0-4-2. It's just getting worse. Can we get a win? Oh my goodness! Finally, 1-4-2. That is probably the worst start I've ever seen. And if things don't start to change soon, we're gonna have to make some changes here. There's back-to-back wins. All right, we're starting to get back on track. And let's play the Dallas game. So we start off pretty weak. So does Dallas. So hopefully we can come in here and beat them and hopefully gain back some of the games that we did lose. And to start off here, we have Tyler Seguin going against Jeff Carter. Here we go. First live game of the season with 16 minutes left to go here in the second period. There is going to be a penalty on the play, and Dallas will go on the power play. It is on Drew Doughty for tripping, I believe, as he takes the skate to the box. Let's see what happens. He just puts his stick right between Seguin's legs, trips him up, and that will be a power play for Dallas. Now here on this power play, another penalty is coming up against the Kings. Spezza shot from the slot, and the Kings finally recover here, as this will be now an elbowing call going against Zach Smith, the third-line center on this team. And so now a 5-on-3 with a lot of time left to go in this power play for Dallas, and this is pretty scary. As you can see, they're trying to set up here. Ben down low! Oh, man. Who was that just got denied? I'm not sure, but Ben just threw on perfect pass right in the crease. And that was a big save there by Jonathan Quick. Still on the power play. Saying into the net! It gets behind Quick, but he reaches behind himself and gets the puck. Great job there by Jonathan Quick, killing off, or the whole team killing off a 5-on-3. Now here's Dallas still with the puck. One to the slot there, and that is a goal. What a pass there. As who was that? I'm not even sure. What a shot. It wasn't even directly in the slot, a little bit outside of it. Right at the dot, actually. Tyler Pitlick. What a great goal for him. That's his third of the season. Now here in the third period, relatively quiet game for the Kings. Slap shot from the point. It is rebounded to the corner. Here is Drew Doughty up to Tanner Pearson. Has Carter on his wing. Carter is going to feed it back to Pearson. What a save there. But back to the slot. They score. Tanner Pearson off of a tenacious effort by Jeff Carter. Ben Bishop could not recover the puck because of Jeff Carter just all over the front of the net there. Gets the rebound. Gets the puck back, I should say, and puts it right to Tanner Pearson in the slot. Now with 15 minutes left to go here in the third period, this is Jeff Carter once again, gets bumped off the puck, but right across the seam again, they score! Dustin Brown from Jeff Carter, as he has two very nice passes for very nice goals in this period. As just like that, the Kings take a 2-1 lead, so 1-goal lead just like that, pretty good there for the Kings, as hopefully they can now put them away with a nice defensive effort. Now here on a face-off a minute later, this is going to be Kopitar back to Martinez, a drive, and he scores. Alec Martinez from the point, blasting one by Bishop, as Bishop has been struggling in the past 5 minutes, and they might want to take him out of the game as he has lit up 3 goals here. 2 from passes from Carter, and then Alec Martinez bomb. But now look at this, a breakaway opportunity. Here he goes in, and he is denied. I believe that was Michael Mersch. I could be wrong, though. I could not get to see the number right there. And another power play here is coming up for Dallas. It is going to be cross-checking again on Zach Smith. So that's the second penalty there for Zach Smith. And hopefully the Kings can kill it off here. Yeah, he just comes up and just cross-checks him. No reason. I don't understand what that was. Anyway, here's John Klingberg. Oh, man, he just got rocked by Drew Doughty, who stepped up. Oh, my goodness. Now this is Ben Ben trying to get to the middle, and he's denied there by Quick, who finally gets possession. So now another 5-on-3 will kick in here because of the Kings' possession and because of Drew Doughty running straight into John Klingberg. Look at this. Doughty's going to pinch, and he's going to pinch hard, just taking out the young superstar defenseman. That's a pair of nice defensemen right there. With some contact, but look at that. The Kings are going to kill off another 5-on-3 against this team, which is stacked with Ben and Sagan and everybody. And look at this, Jonathan Quick denying. And now here with an empty net, Anze Kopitar skates up the ice, fires the shot, and scores. So 4 unanswered goals here in the third period for the Kings. The offense turned it on in this game. Great offensive effort here at the end, and great defensive effort, only giving up 1 goal again against a very talented offensive team. So yeah, just like that, Anze Kopitar with his 3rd goal of the season. That's an empty netter. And the Kings now are on a 3-game win streak. Hopefully they can continue this, and hopefully they can pick up some more ground here after a pretty rough start. What was it, 0-4-2? That was god-awful. Yeah, hopefully we can rebound after that, but this was a very, very solid game. And let's get back into the schedule here. Coming up right now. I am stalling as long as I can, and here we go. All right, so to continue the season, we're going to be sitting up to the Thanksgiving deadline, because as you know, you only have a 10% chance of making the playoffs if you are not in the playoffs at Thanksgiving. I think it's something like that, but let's see what happens here. Lose to the Rangers, that's not good, but we rebound there against Philadelphia, against the Sabres, and against the Lightning. So 3 straight wins right there. If we keep this up, everything will be fine. And look at this trade that comes up right here. Jay Bouwmeester, he's a relatively old defenseman, 1 year left on his contract, a top 4 defenseman actually, for Adrian Kempe and a late-round draft pick. And of course, we did lose Jake Muzzin, and I feel like Bouwmeester could potentially replace him there, playing beside Alec Martinez. He's a pretty solid defenseman, still 82 overall, 1 year left on his deal, so he's on a very, very good contract for us if we want to go on a playoff run. And unfortunately, Adrian Kempe has not developed at all, and we've got to make this trade. He has low potential, and I don't like that. I like Jay Bouwmeester. Very, very safe trade right here, I would say. Kempe is just not getting it done in this franchise. So we're going to move him out, and we're going to move up Michael Merschk, who has the same overall, so we're not really losing anything there. And then on the 4th line, we are going to put in Andy Andreoff, who is a grinder. So he fits there better than Merschk did. So overall, I think this is a pretty smart, solid trade there, as Andreoff will play beside Shore and Dowd, as Merschk will move up to the 3rd line. Also, Bouwmeester, we're going to put him there at the left defensive position next to Alec Martinez. Hopefully he can kind of fill the void of Jake Muzzin. He is a bigger defenseman as well, and of course the Kings like size. So I think this trade made a lot of sense. Tell me what you think in the comment section below, and hopefully he helps us go on a deep playoff run. Anyway, right here, look at this. We are going to break even, and actually we're going to go back to even thanks to the Anaheim Ducks. Come on, let's pick it up here. 2 big divisional games, actually 3 big divisional games. Can we get the job done against San Jose? Yes, we do, as we are now 9-8-2. And yes, here we go. Okay, so we need to bring in the wins, and that is exactly what we're doing. And here at the Thanksgiving deadline, you can see that we sit 4th place in the Pacific Division behind Calgary, San Jose, and Edmonton. So us and Anaheim are the 2 wild cards right now, which means the entire Western Conference must be struggling a little bit, because we do not have the best record in the game, and neither does Anaheim, 10-10-2. So yeah, the West must be struggling greatly, especially the Central. And although we do have a playoff spot right here, so hopefully that is foreshadowing for later in the season, so we can hopefully make the playoffs. As you can see, the Toronto Maple Leafs sit 1st place, Calgary is 2nd, Columbus is 3rd, and Chicago is 4th. So Chicago, they're getting it done. A former dynasty trying to make a comeback here. And goals for per game, Tampa Bay is at the top, and we actually sit number 2 ahead of OV and the Capitals. So our offense is getting the job done, but the problem here is our defense. You can see Calgary and Toronto and Minnesota are the top 3 defensive teams, and you're going to have to go all the way down here past Midway to find the Kings. So we've got to improve defensively. Hopefully, Jay Bouwmeester can make an impact. And let's take a look at individual stats here. Look at Drew Doughty. This is absolutely insane. 21 assists and was at 20 games played. That is crazy. Drew Doughty, a defenseman with 25 points in 20 games. He is getting the job done. Jeff Carter, Tanner Pearson, Anze Kopitar, Tyler Toffoli, Dustin Brown, rather. They're, again, all the main guys are doing what they're supposed to do. I'd like to see them get a little bit more points in 20 games, but I think overall that's very, very solid, especially Jeff Carter, Tanner Pearson, Kopitar, all them. Toffoli, I'd like to see step up just a little bit more, and you can see his overall I'm a little bit shocked by this. It says he's an 85 overall, and it's a little bit concerning because last year in the playoffs he was 87. I don't know if that was because of morale. Maybe in the offseason he declined, but that's a little concerning. And yeah, hopefully he can get that overall back up to an 87. Anyway, here you can see Tucker Pullman, actually one of our worst defensemen on the team on that third pairing, has the highest plus-minus. As, yeah, you can see our defense is struggling a little bit. Drew Doughty has got to be a little bit better in terms of plus-minus, but that could be just because of who he's playing with. Maybe we're not a good offensive, defensively team, if you know what I mean. Now here, let's take a look at goaltenders. Jonathan Quick has also struggled a little bit, so I think our team could just put up a little bit more of a better defensive effort overall. And Jonathan Bernier has definitely struggled here to start off the season. He was magic for us last season. Hopefully he can pick that back up. And yeah, you can see Quick's goals against average, not that great, but I think this was a pretty good start to the season here. We started off actually very, very bad, but we rebounded nicely, and hopefully we can continue this momentum to the trade deadline, which will be the next episode. Comment, subscribe, your veggies, go to school, Dan.